Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Still pumping out these videos. We're getting back to the Isaiah 4:1, and we talking about dead weight. Yeah, I know Isaiah 4:1 is coming to pass. That's why we had this series. Like, a lot of dudes is waking up to these games. And they changing their pursuits. They changing their purpose. That's what we talking about today. Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, only let us be called by your name, take away our disgrace. The disgrace is all these videos, all these guys just catering for these women. You sending a mixed message, man. You sending a mixed message, man. It ain't, listen, life ain't about them. Life is about the Most High. And they can partake in your life if they meet a standard. Now, when I say that, I'm talking in terms of myself, and hopefully I'm talking in terms of you guys as well, where you won't let a woman just do any old thing, say any old thing, and you still provide for her, you still protecting her, you still taking her out on dates, you still doing all that. You're a sucker. It's just all it is, man. You're a poop button. You're a Rudy poop. And you messing up the game for other guys. So, we talking about dead weight. We possibly could be on the brink of war. Why is my seat back like this? Hold on. I like the seat to be back, but it seems like it's all the way back. We might be on the brink of war. We might be on the brink of a hyperinflation, recession. Trust me, they getting bored. The rich folks getting bored. And it's bound for something to happen just to make them seem relevant. I want y'all to know, I already know y'all not relevant. So let's just carry on with life normally. Enjoy your riches, enjoy what you got, and just be done with it. But it might not be enough for a lot of them. They just want to control people. So the fact that we on the brink of something, we don't know what yet. The smart thing is for guys to trim off the dead weight. Some of y'all should have been divorced 5 years ago. Some of y'all should have broke up with that chick 5 years ago. You know, you've been trying to live off of her, and you know she be disrespecting you because you living off of her. Why not just get you a job, get your own place, and be done with it? Some of y'all, you tried the family route. Your family don't respect you. They watching her disrespect you, and so they starting to disrespect you. You know, that happens with a lot of guys. That's happening to a lot of guys. So you got to look at it like all the dead weight needs to come off, just in case something happen. What you look like protecting people who don't even respect you. Let them fend for themselves. Let them fend for themselves. We don't know what's going to happen in 2025. We don't. So, a lot of us might just have to take that punch to the nuts and just go ahead and get them papers in. You ain't getting none. She ain't having sex with you. All she do is argue and disrespect you and try to one-up you in front of your kids. So, I mean, come on now. What's the logical thing to do? What's the logical thing to do? Think of all the women that you broke their hearts, turned them down, threw their numbers away, because you thought that the one who respects you the least out of them all was the one. It happens, man. It happens. So, but what I'm talking about, what you gonna do? What you gonna do next? You gonna keep this leech around? It ain't like okay, let me ask you something, man. The guys that the things I'm saying in this video are true in your life. Let me ask you something. How many bills is this person paying? Probably not many, or probably all of them. You guys need to get out and pay your own bills. You living with her, how many times she done told you or threatened to put you out? Dude, listen, forget them church folks. Forget what they gonna say. Be real, be genuine, keep it real. They not keeping it real. They at church trying to act like they got the perfect relationship, but then they be at home barely touching each other. She don't want him to touch her while they sleep. And when women do that, that is just ridiculous. That is just, you know you done picked the wrong one. If she don't even want you to touch her, you missed it. You missed it. You have. Because even if, let's say you did something, right? Say you did something to cause her to act like that. Even if you did, the very fact that she's acting like that, you picked the wrong one. That's just all it is. And let me tell you something about picking the wrong one. It's picking the wrong one, even if it was different in the beginning, you still picked the wrong one. Because if you picked the right one, it wouldn't, the little things that you do and say wouldn't have did this much damage. Not if you pick the right one, because the right one is going to be a little more forgiving towards you. A little more respectful towards you. A little more loving. Just face it, man. We men need to get off this marriage stuff. Y'all think the answer is just dogging them out and just pumping and dumping and all this stuff? That's not the answer. It's not. That's not the answer. The answer is for you to be who you are and make them earn it. Be cutthroat, be shrewd with these women. Do not let them just come in, getting this, getting that. You stay how you are, but you make them earn it. And if they start drifting away from what they do to earn it, then you go right back to how you need to be and possibly dump them. See, if you ain't got that marriage license, you could just dump them. You can. I don't believe in pumping and dumping, but I believe in dumping. Like some women, you just need to dump. Like these years is going by fast, man. What you look like or what I look like, just being with somebody who, and this is another thing they do. When they always trying to say that thing in manipulation, wrong one. The right woman is not gonna try to manipulate you. That's one of the ways, and we're gonna get into the levels of manipulation probably soon or sometime. Y'all gonna have to start being more supportive. Cause I got some stuff for your behind. But y'all ain't being supportive. Y'all looking at people's sweatshirts and chains. Cigars. Jordans. How many pairs of Jordans they got in their closet? I mean, come on now. I ain't even came out with half of the stuff. Cause I figure it's unfair. And I'm not like a game should be sold, not told all the way guy. I believe in it somewhat, but it's only fair if everybody else selling it that I could sell some of it too. Cause I got more than them, just flat out. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest about it. Just flat out. So I'ma save that for a live. If y'all don't come in, I'm just gonna write the book about it and be done with it. If y'all don't come in the live, I'm just not gonna put it out. The levels of manipulation, like how these women be manipulating, trust me, man, I could break it all the way down because I've seen it. I've worked in corrections, I've worked in nursing home, being married all those years, having all these women in my family, all these different things that I've been watching since I was a kid. But now I understand what I've been seeing. So we're going to save that for a live. If y'all don't come in, we just won't do it. Y'all keep chasing them other dudes. We just won't talk about it. You know, I know y'all see when I be live and y'all don't come in. We just won't talk about it. I'll just save it for a book. Make you buy it if you want to hear it. So, but they manipulate you by, they try to say things to make you think or make you jealous. But you can't let that stuff get to you, man. Because when they do that, what you do is you remember all the things that they said to you, they said about you, and all the things that they did that just wasn't right, that just was selfish. And trust me, it'll dissolve. Every time they do that, every time they want to bring up people like Larsa Pippen, any woman is bringing up Larsa Pippen like it's positive, you already know. If your girl or your wife is bringing up Larsa Pippen like what she doing is positive, you know you dealing with a snake. You dealing with, she got some snake in her. Whether she want to admit it or not. When Larsa Pippen, that's not what the Bible teach a woman to do. Or Aisha Curry. Her too. Or Giselle. This stuff ain't funny, man. What's funny about it? I got to sneeze. What's funny about it? You know what you're dealing with. Let me ask you something. When your girl or your wife get mad at you, or when she just even talking casually, does she bring these women up like what they doing is noteworthy, like what they doing is noble? Something wrong with it. These is the ones that will literally put another man's penis in their mouth while they're married to you. I'm telling you. Stop letting them tell you what they ain't gonna do. When they show evil behavior to that degree, like they think it's cool that Larsa Pippen is getting his pension like she the one that was playing basketball for the Bulls. They showing you, man. A lot of times, some of us guys, we get what we need and what we deserve because we don't be wanting to fight dirty, and we don't be wanting to admit what we dealing with at home. So when they start getting down and dirty on us, we deserve it. We deserve it. Like, that's one of the ways that I knew stuff wasn't right. Like, when I just started listening to conversations and like things people was doing and trying to justify, I knew, nah, man, something ain't right. I knew before any of this talk, I knew back in like 2009 that most, if not all, the marriage that I was seeing was either fake, something just wasn't right with them. It just wasn't. Like, a lot of women provoke their boyfriend and their husband and then try to play the victim like he just a woman beater. Women just don't know how to leave a man alone in his manhood. Like, another thing, when they say stuff like, you need to be a man, you don't know what a man is like. That make me think that they got some sus in them. You need to be a man. You shouldn't be telling no man that you need to be a man. You don't know what it's like to be no man. I don't care if you buy pickup trucks, turn your hat backwards, you a buck-toothed broad who want to be one of us. I don't care what it is. You don't know what it's like. You'll never know what it's like. Even your DNA, even your chemistry within your body, you don't know what it's like. So When they start saying that, oh, you need to be a man. Dead weight. Dead weight. It's time to get away. It's time to break away. It's time to break away from these type of broad. I'm telling y'all, you think I'm finna run and come back to save a chick that don't even respect me? No, I'm gonna just keep running. She gonna be on her own. What I look like getting killed for somebody that wasn't even showing me common courtesy? What you look like? Come on now. See, that's the chicken's gonna come home to roost, and all these games that people play is gonna come back on them if they pull some stuff in 2025. You have to be more cutthroat. You should have everybody on a grading system. You should be the best person you can and put everybody on a grading system. No mercy. Make them earn everything. Say, well, you ain't all that either. Let me tell you something. Hey, listen, and I don't condone violence, but we just finna go somewhere right quick. I know how to fight dirty in so many ways. I know how to shoot. I know how to shoot. Like marksmith type. I know how to shoot bow and arrows. I know how to make campfires. I done been to summer camp. I know I can live or cook outside if it came down to it. I know how to do a lot of things, but I'm not finna have no dead weight. If I got a woman around, that's gonna be a woman who in love with me, love me, who cater to me, who want the best for me, who my number one cheerleaders. It ain't gonna be somebody that's oppy. Not happening. Don't care. Not happening. No mercy, no sympathy. It's just not. And I ain't giving up everything I got for nobody. I ain't trying to hear it. Like how they just be bullying men out of their belongings for these women. And that's another reason not to get married. Because if you're not married, you don't got to worry about that. If you marry and you end up divorced, you're going to basically get bullied out of everything that you work for in most cases, or at least half of it. It's not worth it. There ain't nothing she can do or say or even think that's worth a man having to give up half or more than half of what he gets. And I say that in a nice way. I ain't even trying to be mean. It's just not. That's why you don't see that in the Bible. That's that Luciferian type stuff. That's the devil. Or shall I say Lucinda. That ain't God's way. That ain't God's system. It's just not. God's system is sit down, shut up, and do your job as a wife. That's his system. Don't de-police them. Sit down and shut up. That's why look at Paul. Paul said that women should learn at home. They shouldn't even be talking. That's how it was back then. But now, this other stuff that hasn't benefited the world. This other stuff we see. Let me see what I got. I'm gonna talk for a few more minutes. I got a few more points I want to make with this. See, y'all be feeling sorry for the, and tell me I'm wrong, because I'll admit that this has been me too. Like, you ever felt like sorry for a woman when you can see how lonely she is? You should. Because you don't know what they did to get to that point. You don't know who they did to get to that point. That's what I mean by dead weight. Gotta get rid of that dead weight. If you against me in any way, you should not be in the same house. But some guys ain't got no choice because you can't just run out and just leave or divorce because you'll get cooked. You got kids and stuff, all this stuff. Trust me, man, they're gonna try to get you to pay. They are. That's why you need to don't be acting mean. Just try to be nice about it. Try to negotiate. Try to get these women. You know she ain't with you. You know she want to do the deals with somebody else. Okay, well, you can go ahead over there. Give me a no contest and let you always say you gonna get a rich man. Let him take up the bill, the cost. See, they ain't gonna do that. And in fact, I was like literally just furious when I heard a particular YouTuber was talking about his ex-wife, how she had a boyfriend and she moved in with him and everything. And when it didn't work out, she came back after him for money. That right there pissed me off. Because I just can't believe they could do this stuff, man. But that's the world we live in. They can. They can. But situations like that, good luck. Hey, listen. Don't try to bring up the Bible. The Bible ain't got nothing to do with this. Ain't no way. She done rocked and socked, probably took it up the butt, everywhere. And then comes back after him for money? That's just cold. I'm telling you, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Some of the best YouTubers, they got stories just like that. With just fueling them, motivating them. And it should make them feel good for her to have to watch your success and not be able to partake, or not be able to protect a whole lot. These women, and then a lot of them, their mouth is what get them in trouble. Like we talked about earlier. You talk too much. You can't even hold a conversation without getting disrespectful. Or without getting selfish. And he's supposed to want to work it out with you for what? So he could die or something? Have a heart attack? Some of these women can't even talk for 10 minutes without manipulating or being selfish or being disrespectful. Can't even talk 10 minutes without doing it. And hey, listen, if y'all trying to avoid my lives because y'all think I'm gonna be mean to y'all and tear y'all down, I mean, I ain't gonna be mean to you. I'm gonna be straightforward. But what I'm gonna say, if you listen to me, I think it's gonna help you. I do. Because I've seen almost everything. I've seen women literally destroy their own relationship, but they can't see that that's what they did. That's what you did. When it comes to other men, you're supposed to keep it a certain way out of respect for your husband. And you should never care if a man wastes his money or anything out of respect for your husband. But a lot of them ain't like that though. They had this double standard. Double standard equals dead weight. Physical cheating equals dead weight. Argumentative equals dead weight. Disrespectful equals dead weight. You could jag off. Whatever if she's doing anything, because a lot of them play that game, they don't be having sex. But if your wife or your girl is doing anything, you could do that yourself. All those things are dead weight. Flirting with other guys equals dead weight. Complimenting, cheerleading other guys more than you equals dead weight. Don't do what she needs to do in the house to benefit you equals dead weight. Don't take care of herself in the way she need to equals dead weight. Ain't no way none of y'all women, if you got anything to say out your mouth, you should not be over 260. If you a tall Amazon type of chick, okay, we'll give you 260. That's still a lot of weight, but we'll give you 260. But if you saying anything slick, you should not be over 260. If you short, like if you under 5'7", and your weight is not, your stomach is one of them it hangs down, you shouldn't have nothing to say. The nerve of you. That says a lot about him. We got to start respecting ourselves more. Or are you like a little shriveled up? Like you as soon as the wind blow, you gonna be tumbling around? You shouldn't have nothing to say. The nerve of some of these people, man. You disrespecting that man, and you ain't causing people to say, man, I wish I was him. I wish I was getting that. The nerve of some of these people, man. It's just ridiculous at this point. But anyway, I gotta go. We'll be back tomorrow with more. Yeah, I know on Fridays we don't do it like that. I got my live schedule. Listen, we got the live schedule. We gonna come in there. Hopefully we'll be able to take some calls and stuff like that. But y'all gotta come in there first. So we'll see y'all tomorrow with more videos. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping on Subjects channel.